What I would be able to answer for you from our side is when we first start diving into this investigation from our side and examine the amount of members who had either applied or so for this PPP aspect, we initially narrowed down to about 100 employees. That's not to state that 100 employees are being indicted, but we wanted to analyze and put something in front of our federal partners that they can, to answer that question in terms of discipline, we still have to follow protocols in the sense of these are protected members with union rights and other different statutory obligations from investigation practices that we have to follow. But I'm not going to sugarcoat or dance around this. At the end of the day, they will be gone. If they're being criminally charged, there's no place for this in this organization. Now, their due process components will be executed. We will go through that process, but this one here is a no-brainer. How could we have anyone out here wearing a badge that is stealing from the American people? And by the way, Broward County is an American society, right? This is part of our country. So we're stealing from ourselves. Going back to Ted's question, yeah, it's frustrating, but it's not going to happen again. We have not asked anyone to resign. I have not asked anyone to resign. Let me tell you how this is going to work out. Our federal partners at the lead, they're going to handle their investigations from the criminal component, but from an administrative standpoint, in-house, we're going to do it by the book. If individuals elect to present themselves or turn themselves in or resign, that's fine, but that does not mitigate the obligation we have as an administration to hold these individuals accountable. It's been a cross-section of, and I will go through it really quickly with you. It is a cross-section of multiple disciplines within the organization, as the U.S. Attorney stated. From what we can account for right now, and if I'm off, Mr. Attorney, please correct me, but we have 7 members from the Department of Law Enforcement, 1 including the Department of Law Enforcement sergeant, 8 Department of Detention deputies, and 1 sergeant also from the Department of Department of Detention as well. Without diving into the criminal investigation, once I stated, when this got to a point where we saw that this needed to fall within the structure and the hands of the federal government, we turned it over. Going back to that 5,500 employees, that included myself and every single senior ranking administrator in this house.